Hi beauties, what is good? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be outside in nature, so excuse if you hear dogs barking, various cicada sounds, etc, etc. I can't really help that, but I think it looks much better outside than the dark, dingy dungeon that I was filming in previously. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading on what your next friend is going to be like. I find this very interesting because, to be honest, I really don't have that many friends. So I cherish all the friends that I do have, and I really appreciate them, and I think it's kind of nice to know what's coming towards you, if that makes sense, and to get kind of a heads up of what this person's going to be like, because, you know, sometimes your friends are just like you, sometimes they're your opposites, and there are pros and cons to both of those. So yeah, today we're just going to be taking a look at that, and if you don't mind, just taking a look at the cards and really feeling with your intuition what's speaking to you. Don't just look at the stones, make sure you're looking inward. Make sure you're really looking at the cards. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can pick based off the stone, but I really recommend picking based off which pile is speaking to you. Sometimes a stone and a pile, but just take a look at those and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, this is for the people that picked pile number 1 and this beautiful stone. We're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to lay all of these out and then we're going to go ahead and take a look. Okay. So now that we have this, okay, immediately what I'm seeing, like I'm picking up on this bear card. Basically I pulled some animal spirits just to see like what kind of vibe they have or put off, or what kind of person like they immediately give off. And immediately I'm seeing that they have like kind of that mama bear thing going on. This says the grizzly bear, which means power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. So these are definitely go-getters. These people can take care of themselves. They're just like a bear. Like, I definitely see the mama bear energy. They're going to take care of you and they're going to take care of their loved ones, but they're also not one to be fucked with. Like, do not play with these people. Alright, so then I pulled some Wisdom of Love cards, and aren't they beautiful? This one says, receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So I think that these people have a tendency, just from what I'm seeing, to be a little overbearing sometimes, and they're really meaning it, you know, in a good way, and that they love you and they're trying to protect you, but, you know, they tend to, I don't know, they tend to be overbearing and get it, overbearing, lol, sorry, I'll leave. Anyways, so yeah, they have a tendency to just be a little too much and try to always be a caretaker, and sometimes it can come off really annoying, but just remember that they do have your best interest at heart. And you know, when they give you this advice, even though sometimes it is unsolicited, they're doing it in your best interest. So try your best to, you know, kind of take it graciously and with love, and remember that they're just doing it because they love you, and a lot of times that's the way that they show how they care about somebody. Alright, now we have the Two of Cups, which basically I think you guys will meet and share things. Like, I think it's really going to be easy for you guys to share things with each other. I think when you guys meet, it's going to be a situation where you're immediately going to hit it off. I think this is a relatively friendly person. They give off kind of a warm nature, warm vibe, and you're going to have a really easy time connecting with them. I think people in general can connect with them pretty easy. I see them being someone that, even though they're not to be messed with, they are a very warm personality. They make you feel good about yourself. They uplift you. So I think when you guys meet, it's just going to be a lot of sharing of information and of energies, and it's going to be really, really positive. Like, it's just going to be the coming together of two people, and you guys are going to get close pretty fast. And with the Chariot, I see that this person really gets things moving. Like, they keep things going. They're not going to be like a stagnant friend that you're just going to be like, oh, we do the same things all the time. This person is always moving, always doing things. You know, like it said earlier with the bear, they succeed and they are a go-getter. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun, like, not only watching this person, but going along with a lot of things that they do. I kind of see that they have, you know, maybe a little bit of like an alpha energy, and that's okay. Like, you know, sometimes friendships go into that role, like who's an alpha and who's not. I think this person tends to get the ball rolling with a lot of things. So either you're the type of personality where you're a finisher and you can help them finish things, or you're the type of person that you don't mind going along with things, you know. Maybe you have difficulty deciding between things, but this person, I feel like, is really good about making decisions and keeping things going, so they're going to also help you with that. And then I've got these two, what is this deck called? This is called the Rebel deck, so excuse me if you don't like cursing a lot. I kind of curse a lot, and this deck definitely does, but this is either going to be something that they say or something they're going to help you with. So this first one says, because fuck it. And it says rebel. That's pretty easy. I think this person just doesn't really give a shit what other people think about them. I think they just do things because, honestly, like, fuck it. They want to do what they want to do. They go and they get it. They take care of it, and that's all there is to it. They don't really need to fit in with everybody else. And then the other one says, spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And it says, stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just fucking stop. So I don't know if you'll be going through at the time like a breakup or maybe even a friendship breakup, but I think this person's really good, like I said earlier, even though sometimes the advice is unsolicited. In general, they're really good about giving advice, so I think they're going to be someone you really, really need in your corner with that mama bear energy whenever you're going through bad times. You know, like a breakup or like rough times, I think they're going to have really great advice, really, really sound advice, and they're going to be your mama bear. They're always there for a hug. They're going to always want to be there for you and love you, and they're not going to judge you. They just want to support you. And I think, honestly, they're a very caring, gentle, and loving friend. And, you know, sometimes even though that bear can turn a little crazy and get a little mad, I think in general they just want to love and support you. And, you know, I think they're going to be a really, really good friend to you. All I see is you guys coming together and being able to share. So really all I see is positive things for this friendship, and I'm really excited for you to meet this person. I hope you enjoyed this reading today, guys. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks! Alright, these are for the people that picked pile number 2. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards out, and then we're going to get started with your reading. Alright guys, I went ahead and laid out your cards, and this one is very funny. It's very different than the last one for sure. Right off the bat, I can tell you this person is probably a fire sign. That's going to be my guess. Like Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Shout out to all my fire signs out there. That's me. Aries season. I wish it was Aries season. It's Virgo season. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, typical of a fire sign to make things about ourselves. Oh, well. That's like one of the first things that I can say. This person is definitely a fire sign, and they're definitely a fiery personality. Like, they've got a lot to say, they're a fun time, and they are definitely a blast. They're just a lot. Like, these people are very extra, they're living their extra life, and they love it that way. So immediately I'm seeing the Sun card, which is just saying they have a very happy disposition. Like, these people are probably, I would say, have a lot of friends, would be my guess. And if they don't, they are just someone that can easily make friends. So if they don't have a lot of friends, I feel like that's probably by choice, because I think people really like to be around them. They have an aura about them that people are just naturally attracted to. They're like, oh wow, who is that? Because they are a very exciting person to be around. I mean, look how happy these people are. The sunflowers and the baby, like, this is just a really happy person. They love to have fun. They are a blast, honestly. Like, being around them is just like, whoa, like, it is a spark of fire. Like, they for sure are someone that you would take a second look at and be like, holy shit. Now, I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles that this person is probably not very good with their money, or talking about like the little, or thinking about like the little details. I think this person definitely is someone that forgets about the little things and tends to just focus on what's extravagant. So, you know, literally it looks like he's almost holding a coin. I know that's the pentacle, but it kind of looks like he's holding and like idealizing a coin almost. I feel like this person really is in there to make their money, make their coin, and, you know, get in, get out, and live that lavish lifestyle. At least put off that they live a lavish lifestyle. And so that probably means they're like always looking fine as hell, like always looking fly as fuck, like always looking really, really good, and just living into that extraness, you know, dressing up, looking really, really nice. They're really into that. They like looking nice. They like putting off that they have a lot of money. So I think you probably are a more stable person and you're going to be a lot better about stabilizing them. Hopefully you're not two fire signs. I mean, some of my best friends are fire signs. Like, one of my best friends is a Leo, and we live our extra lives together sometimes. But you know, I really feel like you're probably going to stabilize them a lot more and be a very good influence on them, and that they're really going to need you and learn a lot of lessons from you and realize, like, it's not all about money. It's not all about how you come off to people, you know, and just teaching them to be a little bit more grounded. Now, as you can see, like a tiger, that's another like kind of fiery energy. So it says literally fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So like I said, I mean, it's just reiterating. This person has a lot of personality and they know it. They are just as fiery as they can be. Now, I feel like they don't have a really big temper, so I'm gonna guess they're probably a Leo or a Sagittarius. Aries, like I'm an Aries, tend to have that, you know, really temperamental personality and go back and forth. I think this person really just wants to have fun, and I think they're probably a Leo or a Sagittarius, most likely a Leo based off the sun, and you know, the sun revolves around Leo. And even though theirs is a lion, a tiger is very close. I mean, literally there's that like saying in Wizard of Oz, lion, tiger, a bear. So pretty close. You know, I think that this person doesn't really like conflict. They're just here to have fun and to look good. And that's why they need someone who's more like a grounding force to be there for them. Because if they're around a lot of fire signs, I feel like a lot of times they just, I don't know, they need someone to ground them. At least one friend to just ground them. And I think that's probably going to be you. Even if you're a fire sign, I think you may have other things in your birth chart that you tend to think a little bit more before you know, make these hasty decisions. So this says, act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are, so you will, I messed that up. Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So what I'm seeing about this person, their negative trait, is not that they're temperamental, it's kind of that they're possessive and they want what they want and they can be a little bit selfish. Now, everybody has goods and bads, so that's not saying this person's a bad person, because they're not at all. They're very fun and sweet, and they mean the best. But I think they have a tendency to be jealous and possessive and selfish. So I think, you know, sometimes they don't always think about the other person, and, you know, say you're hanging out with other friends, I think that's pretty much saying, like, act as if they're there, because they get a little bit jealous of things, and they always want to be there because they want to be that life of the party. They don't understand why they're not always invited to things. So then we have these two cards. This says, where the fuck is your sense of humor? Oop, dropped that one. And then it says laugh. So like I said, this person is just here for a good time. So maybe you have a tendency to be a little bit of a Debbie Downer sometimes, or to not let loose enough. This person's going to kind of pull you out of your comfort zone and be like, just laugh, dude. Don't take everything so seriously. And it says, you are not the fucking center of the universe. Stop obsessing. So I think you maybe have a tendency to get a little bit about, like it says, obsessive about things, and this person's just going to pull you out of that and be like, stop thinking about it. Like, let's just go do something fun. Let's have fun. Like, just stop getting so in your head. Don't overthink everything. Like, let's live in the moment, because this person is definitely a live in the moment, have fun kind of person. So I think that's what they're going to do. You're going to help ground them, but they're also going to help bring you out of your comfort zone and be like, just stop freaking out so much. Everything's going to work out. Let's just go have a good time. I think that this person is honestly going to be I think it's going to be a balance. You're both going to be really good for each other. Even though you're kind of different, I think it's going to be really, really good and positive experience for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, hello, how are you doing? Today we're going to be focusing on group number 3. You guys pick the quartz. And let me go ahead and lay these out, and then we're going to get started. And again, this is what your next friend's going to be like. Okay, group 3, I went ahead and laid out your cards for what your next friend is going to be like. So, immediately from what I see is that this person, I feel like, is either a water sign or like some kind of sign that's kind of in their feelings. So I'm talking like a Cancer or a Pisces, like maybe even a Scorpio, but I really feel like probably Cancer or Pisces, someone that, you know, is a pretty emotional person, because as I'm seeing from the Knight of Cups, they're just really emotional. Like, they don't really think based off logic or fact, they think based off how they feel. And sometimes they have a tendency to act on everything that they feel just because they take it as like, well, I feel this way, so why not say it, or why not do it? And I don't think they're an angry person at all. I think they're more like sad. So if they're sad, or like every little thing they feel, like they feel it deeply and they're gonna say something about it. So I feel like when you meet this person, this is the Eight of Swords. I feel like when you meet this person, they're kind of going to be going through something, and I think you're going to help them get through that. And I think your friendship may get a little bit serious kind of fast, just because you're going to want to take care of them. I don't know if you're like a motherly type person, but you're going to want to help this person. Like, you're going to feel bad for them and be like, I can help them. And you need to help them remove that blindfold that they have on and see that there are multiple options out here. Because this card is basically saying, it looks like you don't have options, but you do. So whatever's happening with this person, they feel like they're in trouble and they can't get out of it. You're going to be the friend that's there and say like, hey, here's logic, here's fact, let's take a little bit of that, and you're going to step them through that process of getting through it. Because they're so emotional, sometimes they block themselves off from the answers that are actually going to really help them. So I think, like I said, you guys are going to get really close really fast, and they're just kind of an emotional person. So here, their spirit animal card is the bison, which when I think of bison, I think of, you know, obviously if they have horns, but I really think of more of like a sweet person. You know, they're not solitary, they're herd animals. And it's talking about abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So I feel like this person is probably pretty spiritual. Even though they go based off their emotion, they are really, really wise. So even though, you know, they're one of those people that they can give advice and it's really good advice, but they can't take their own advice, if that makes sense. So I think that they're going to be really good about being just very sweet to you. They're not going to be the friend that hurts you, stabs you in the back, anything like that. Like, I really think they're just going to be there for you wholeheartedly. Because you helped them through this bad time, they're going to be like a ride or die for you. And a lot of times I think these people are going to be pretty spiritual and really into whatever that is. Like, it could be Christianity, it's going to be whatever. Whatever they're into to it hard, and they're going to want to open you up to that and, you know, teach you some new things. And they're really, like it says, they're going to fill your life with abundance of happiness and goodness. After they get through that situation, they're really just going to be a friend that teaches you to maybe be in tune with your emotions more. You know, because sometimes opposites attract, and you may not be the most emotional person, or you're not open to listening to your emotions. And I really think they're going to help you open up and see, like, hey, I am allowed to feel this way, or to process some things you maybe haven't processed. And they want to be there and actually help you through that. This card says, demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So I think, you know, a negative thing about this person is that they have a tendency to take everything personal, even like a criticism or something like that. So I think it's very important with this friendship, you really need to figure out how to communicate with them and how they feel love. You know, like the 5 love languages, it may be beneficial to figure out how they feel loved, if it's acts of service or spending time with them, you know, doing something they want to do. Because I think a lot of times they, you know, get too much in their head, and you're going to have to help pull them out of that and just be a good friend and to show them love and show them how much you care. Because I'm not so sure that this person likes themselves right now. I think they might be kind of hard on themselves, and you're going to have to make them show that they are worthy of love. And, you know, by doing that, you know, you're sometimes going to have to act that out and not just say they are. You're going to have to make them feel it by doing these things that make them feel important. So then we've got these 2 cards, and it says, ancient shit is cool. You need some fucking yoga in your life. So yeah, I think this person's definitely spiritual, and they're going to help bring you into that and maybe find more understanding of yourself. Because I feel like sometimes you can be really closed off and not open to your own emotion or anybody else's. So I think this friend is really going to help you, you know, not only help them work through their stuff, but help you work through yours and maybe share some more emotion, because they definitely do. This says, no one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world, so do it. It says, stop fucking whining. So I don't think this is directed at you. I think it's directed at this person. I think this person, like the pink and the blue, you are the pink, they are the blue. I think they have a tendency to be whiny and complainy, and I think you're going to have to be that voice of reason that's like, dude, calm down. Stop complaining. Get out of your head. Like, let's just go do something. You know, let's work through it, but not let these emotions swallow you up in life. Because I think that's what they do to themselves. They let all this stuff that they feel so deeply just swallow them up, and make them feel shitty, and then they end up just laying in bed all day and not actually enjoying the things in life they need to be enjoying. So I think that you need to get them to stop being such a little whiny baby and to make them realize that life rocks, actually, and if they would just get out of their own head, they would see that. So I think they're honestly really sweet people, like down to earth, sweet natured people. They just have a lot of emotion. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, please, obviously hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, this is for group number 4. I feel like you can't see this as well, so I'll bring it closer to you. Those of you that picked group 4 of the cards or picked this stone, this one's going to be for you. And let me go ahead and lay out these cards and we'll get started. Okay, so I didn't even realize that I was still recording. Okay, this is kind of a funky one, just because I feel like you and this person, I don't know if they're going to be of the same sex or opposite sex, and that honestly depends on what you're into. It's not saying it's male or female. I think that this person may end up being your next partner. So whoever this next person that's going to be your friend may actually end up being someone that you date. Because immediately I pulled up 2 things that made me think that you guys are going to be a couple. So obviously I pulled out the Lovers, which clearly I think by the title and by the picture you can tell what that means. And then I pulled out Take a Chance on Love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So I think this person is going to end up playing a very important role in your life, not just as a friend, but as a partner. I think this person is going to end up being someone who is really important to you on multiple levels. I think they're going to be like best friend status to you, and I really think that you guys are going to get close enough that you're dating. And I'm seeing that it's going to be a very happy situation. You are going to be really, really, really fulfilled. Yeah, this is the 10 of Cups right here, and that's just talking about fulfillment. Like, you guys have everything you've ever wanted, and you guys are a couple, and you guys are, taking charge and taking names, honestly. But I think the issue that's going to happen is that you're going to have to take a chance on it. I don't think either you or this person is going to want to ruin the friendship, but I honestly see that you're going to come out so much better on the other side doing this relationship, and I think that you should take a chance on love. So does Spirit. Spirit says the same thing. Take a chance and make this relationship happen. And it's saying the dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mystery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. I think this is Spirit. Like, Spirit is coming through, supernatural. They're saying this is going to be a very important relationship, and that you really do need to take a chance on this, because you're going to get everything that you ever wanted, and you are going to be so happy out of this relationship. And I honestly see that they're saying that this is going to be something that's really good for you, and I really think you know this, and I think you know your intuition, and you need to listen to it in this situation and listen to Spirit and realize that this is what they want for you. So, this says, the world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. It says, you are talented and fucking amazing. And then this one says, vulnerability is hot as fuck. Oops. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Drop the fucking ego. So I think you are probably going to have to be the one that starts this relationship. I think this person is going to want it just as much as you do, but you are going to have to be the person that after a couple months or however long it takes of you guys being close friends, you're going to be the person that has to put their pride aside and be vulnerable and say, hey, I love you, or I really like you, and I know we're friends, but I really want to be with you. And this person is going to take it very positively, but I don't know if they're a passive individual or they're just too scared to know what you're going to say. But you are going to have to be the person that says something. And this says you are talented and fucking amazing. I think this person is really going to help bring you to life. They are going to help you flourish and see all of the things that you really can be. And even if this relationship doesn't end up being the one, this is going to be a relationship that really changes your life for the better. After everything, even if you guys don't stay together, this is going to be a relationship that teaches you so much about yourself and to really love yourself. This person is so supportive of you. This person loves you. They want to be there for you. They're like a best friend to you. And what's better than having a best friend that is also your partner. You're just going to have to be the one that takes a chance on it. You need to take a chance on love. Spirit's telling you to take a chance on love, and it's saying you're going to have to be the one that puts your pride aside though, and makes that choice and says, hey, you know what, fuck it, like, I'm going to tell you how I feel, because honestly, you're going to end up so much better on the other side because of it, and this person is going to be so receptive to it, but I don't think they're going to be the one that makes that move first. So that's crazy. I was not expecting to see anything that had to do with a relationship in here, but I really think your next friend is going to end up being your partner. Crazy enough as that sounds. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. I really hope that you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.